Hey everybody, welcome back to Coffee with the Moms. This is Nicole. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do the bark, the candy clusters with the peanuts and the cashews. I'm also going to be showing you how to do the no-bake cookies also today. And then on Friday, I'll be showing you how to do the rest. Those are a little bit more work, so I'll be showing you a couple more of those. All right, so I just wanted to give you a view of everything. All right, so we will get started. Let's go.
Alright, so here's what you're going to need to make the peppermint bark. You're going to need a tray, a cookie tray. You're going to need a small spatula. I get crushed candy cane because it's just a little bit easier. It's already pre-crushed. And then you need some milk chocolate or dark chocolate if you prefer, and also some white chocolate. And then also, you don't have to use measuring cups. You can use any type of glass bowl that you want to melt the candies in. And what I do prefer to do is to melt the chocolates slowly, because if you melt them too fast and you just put them in the I put mine in the microwave. If you put them in the microwave for too long, then they burn, and then it's not that smooth consistency. It gets a little chunky. All right, so I'll be right back. So what you're going to want to do between each time of melting it is just kind of stir it up, because see how this is the second time through, 45 seconds a piece. You can see how it's already melted, so I just want to get it right over to the pan and pour it out. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have it on the pan, I just kind of want to just move it around. You don't want it super thick because you're going to be putting 2 layers on it. So you just kind of want to gently move it around. You can take the pan, pick it up, which I'll do in a little bit after I get this more spread out, and just kind of shake it so you don't have a super thick layer of the chocolate. Alright, so I'll do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so here it is, the chocolate all spread out as evenly as I could get it. And now we just wait for it to harden. You could put it in the fridge or the freezer. And then next what we're going to do is we're going to be doing the layer of the white chocolate. And we're going to also be putting the candy cane on top. Alright, we'll be back shortly. Okay, so after you melt the vanilla and put the vanilla on, then you want to put the candy cane on right away. So I'll do that, and then you want to press it in a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I did was I took this and I put some of the candy cane in there, and then I just kind of sprinkled it all over. And then what you want to do afterwards is just lightly kind of tap this in, because sometimes if it's still wet, but if you don't tap it in, sometimes a lot of it will end up coming off when you're breaking it apart. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll let this set, and then I'll show you how to kind of break it apart. It's not going to look perfect, it's not going to be perfect, but it's just got that bark look to it. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, so after it's all hardened, what you're going to want to do is just take pieces and just kind of break them off, and then you just want to break them into smaller pieces. And then when you put them in here, you're going to want to put wax paper in between each layer so that they don't stick together. Alright, on to the next thing. Alright, so I just took it out of the freezer. So all you're going to want to do is just kind of take it, and you just want to break it into pieces. That's all. See how it's some of it's coming off. So, and then what you also want to do is when you put it away, you also want to grab wax paper and put it in between so the pieces don't stick. Alright. Now we're making the nut candies. So what you're going to need is whatever kind of nuts you want. I do cashews and peanuts. You're going to need, they look like miniature little cupcake holders, and the candy wafers, and also a glass type of thing to melt the candy in. Alright, and then I'll show you how I do it.
Okay, so now what I'm doing is just kind of pouring in the peanuts and stirring them in. And I just constantly add peanuts, because I never can really tell how much chocolate I have, and I like to kind of have a good amount between the chocolate and the peanuts or the cashews if that's what you're using, or any other type of nut that you're putting in there. So all I'm doing is just kind of stirring it up, and then I'm just going to place them into the actual little kind of cups that I have for them, and then you just let them sit and harden. And I like to pre-open the cup so that the chocolate doesn't harden too much. All right.
and here is the chocolate oatmeal no bakes. These are great because you do not have to bake them. You do have to cook them on the stove for a little bit, but it's a really quick, nice, easy one to do. So all you're going to need is margarine or butter, sugar, cocoa powder, milk, peanut butter, vanilla, and oats. And you're also going to need some wax paper to plop them on for when they harden and dry. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so here in the pan we have a half a cup of margarine, 2 cups of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa, and we have a half a cup of milk, and you are supposed to let this get to a boil and then stir it for about 2.5 minutes and then turn it off, and then you add in a half a cup of peanut butter, the vanilla, and the 3 cups of oats. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're adding in the peanut butter and the vanilla, and then once we get all the peanut butter all melted in there, we will add the oats in there. Alright, and now we're mixing the 3 cups of oats in there.
Alright, so here are the no bakes, and they are all done. You just put them up, plop them down on the wax paper, and you let them harden and sit, and then you can just plop them right off and put them away. Alright, on to the next.
And here are the cream cheese chocolate cookies that I made, which I said the recipe makes about 40. I will leave the recipe down below for you. These are great ones to make a week or 2 early because you can freeze them. So that's exactly what I did with these ones.